Hey everyone, Eggman here with another video, and we were live on Twitch. You guys can just show all of the action that you guys were missing out on with all my live streams I'm doing. If you haven't followed me on Twitch, do so. It's free, and you guys get notified when I do all this content and stuff for One Piece and other card games. But we are recording. You guys can say hi. Chat is in the video today. There it is, and we are going to be doing our final OP03 version of the tier list. So obviously the last one that we did was in I think it was literally in June, and I think I recorded it when I wasn't even home, so I think that video was kind of bad. So we're gonna I wanted to make one, and then like the restriction list hit, and then we got like the new starter decks. And also, fun fact, we're releasing this video on a Friday when Bandai usually does their updates, so if anything happens this Friday, it's not my fault. This was pre-recorded. Don't think that there's any insight from Eggman for the restriction list. All right, I have a feeling that I'm going to drop this video, and as I drop this video on a timer, that something else is going to pop up. But in case that doesn't happen, we've got this one. And for people who are curious and didn't want to watch the video, here's my original tier list from about 2 months ago, and I think it was pretty good for what it is. I think the biggest miss. A lot of people told me that Crocodile is viable, and I think it's true. I think he's a little less viable than he used to. I don't know. I don't think he's like super duper good, but you could definitely play him and get some results. And I think he's someone like Blue in general. I think got better with the restriction list, so that is there too. And I do think that's helpful. Also, Terra getting the sub during the recording. Shoutouts to you there. So anyways, this is the original tier list. We're probably going to make some changes with it and kind of go from there. And also, these are based off the results on my website, which you guys can check out with pretty much has, I'm going to say, guarantees every English regional event and like official event is on there and documented. Really good resource, and continually update that as well. So there we go. But that is the example tier list. I'm going to put a couple into the neat tier if you guys don't know how the tiers work. Highly competitive means that it wins events, and I would not be very surprised if it won the entire event, and if not only got a high percentage of the ratio there. Competitive is the deck can top, should top, and has been consistently topping since release. Highly playable is it can top, and it had gone a couple, but it's not very often and a little bit rare. And the neat is just what it is. It's very neat. And we're just going to put a bunch of just mostly multicolor leaders in these tiers right now. No judgment. I mean, I really even want to put Garp. Let me see if I put Garp there. Let me see if we put Garp there. Yeah, mostly all these multicolor leaders, my guy. It's shames for me. Maybe I'll put Arlong up, my boy. Any other leaders? Black Mom's done work every once in a while. That goes there. I still don't think Kaido's good. Spoilers. We'll put Garp there. That's too bad. That's too bad. Any other leaders right off the bat that we think are neat? I think these are most of them, right? Black Luffy. Yeah, I think Black Luffy, he is obviously like the newest leader, tied with Yamato. Oh, and Sakazuki. Definitely there. We're gonna put Luffy like right there next to Luffy. But I feel like Sakazuki is like bad, but like the Luffy, the fact that his effect isn't once per turn is actually kind of neat. But there's that. Did I not put Iceberg? Oh, yeah, Iceberg definitely. Iceberg's pretty bad. I'm sorry to say so. So I think that's the good amount there. Yeah, that's usually where it's at. All right, we'll go with the easies. We'll probably just go down there too. Odin. Odin gets like the occasional weird top. We'll put him in neat though. Put him in neat. We're gonna put that there, and we're gonna put this there. I don't think that's anyone's surprise. I think that Zoro and Newgate are the best leaders in the game still. And if you don't believe that, then you must have like a bunch of extra non-red cards hanging out with you. I think Law's still in this highly competitive spot. I think honestly Law got hit by the restriction list harder than a lot of other things, just in the fact that it's I don't know. Like the meta is a little bit like Newgate, instead of being like more control-y, is more like aggressive, and it can just beat over Law a lot of the time. So that's what we have there. And what else do we have? Oh, I forgot to turn off the music, so I hope you guys enjoy the jams in this video. Thank you to all the artists there. Artists are going to be in the description as well. But what else we have? I think that's like the big three. Like a lot of people say Katakuri like belongs like right here in between these two, and I didn't really like to make another tier from there. So I think like Katakuri is definitely competitive. What do you guys think about Yamato versus Katakuri? I think Yamato's might be better. I don't know. It's really hard to say. I think Yamato's going to get a lot of like better wins. One, because it's just the newer deck in the next couple weeks, because we have about a month left of competitive play as this video comes out. And but I think a lot of wins that Yamato gets is based off the fact that people aren't recognizing it's a 6K at the time. So it's back and forth. I do think the red matchup for Yamato is better. I still think I just feel like you have the flexibility to adjust this deck. Like Katakuri is good, don't get me wrong, and also Linlin. Like both these are the yellow decks, right? Black, yellow, Linlin. I'm gonna play you in highly playable. You're really neat and like super neat. So you're in highly playable. But the yellow leaders, I don't know. Like it feels like these two leaders are really inflexible in what you can do with it. But Yamato does have the flexibility. You can build the deck to go first or to go second a lot of the time. Most of these decks are kind of like more slotted to go second, in my opinion. Yeah, and that's what I think. Like, I think Yamato's more flexible in what you get to do with it. Maybe not as high of a ceiling as what Katakuri gets, but I'm gonna put it here. This is my outrageous. So inside the tiers, we're gonna have what my rating is for there. Also, Luffy's just like the next best. Honestly, like if Zoro didn't exist, Luffy would be like, I think, the de facto next leader that is just like best in that way. He is obviously not as aggressive, but more value based. And I think that again, like there's just a lot of deck people who would be playing on Luffy that are playing on Zoro instead, because Zoro's just better right now. So it's hard to say where Luffy actually belongs, because he is just a worse Zoro in this meta, but that's still really, really good. So that is where we're putting that. Ace is still. I'll put him in competitive right now. I might bump him down to highly playable. Actually, I will. I don't. He's still a good leader because he's red, but like he honestly got hit the hardest on the ban list, unfortunately. So yeah, Luffy does get like a lot of like tempo. Luffy's more like tempo based, because like being able to like turn 2 play Nico Robin and then count like combo into it and get like your effects, and being able to build your board by still applying pressure. The fact that Luffy can always be a 6K leader with his own effect is very good, and that's really flexible for him. So we're gonna leave him up there. All right, we'll just I guess continue with the colors then. So we'll move on to green. Green, I think. Who's the best green leader? Is it still Kid? Is it still Kid? I think it's still Kid, right? I think Kid is the best leader for green. People have been playing Kinemon. Kuro I'm going to put in highly playable. Even though it did get some tops, I think Kinemon's probably still better, right? Yeah, Kid's best leader. Nothing... I mean, we did have like a second place Kinemon in person for Gen Con a couple weeks ago, but I think for what this is, I know Film has been really popular lately. I still think the Supernova build is better for Kid for specifically this meta that we're in. But yeah, and Kuro, if Kuro had an East Blue card that was a 4/6 vanilla, the deck would be good. You could play that, you could rest it, and then your opponent have to swing into a 6K to get rid of it. The fact that you have a bunch of 4 and 5K bodies that you have to rest, and then your opponent can just clear that easily, just makes the deck really bad. That's my issue with the deck. Let's see. You won your Sword Champs with Film Kit, I think that's fine. Like I don't think that Film Kit is bad in any way, and I know that a lot of people are going to be trying Film Dofi and OP04, but that's kind of the idea for that too. So I don't know. Kit in general is flexible. The leader effect. You do have like a really good end game condition against Newgate, which is strong. Like just 2 of your big swings can be intimidating for the deck, so I think that's good there. All right, going to blue. We have Dofi and Crocodile. I still think Dofi is better. We're definitely moving. What do you guys think? Crocodile keeping highly playable or competitive? What do you guys think? I think he's like the top of highly playable right now. You think Croc? Okay, who in chat thinks Croc is better than Dofi? Because I think Dofi's still like a little bit better. Dofi's better. Crocs Giga Chad. Not better. Definitely not. Here, I'll do a quick poll in chat. How about that? We'll do this one for this one, because like blue is like a really weird, and it's only gonna be for a minute. Blue's just like a really weird spot where like all of the decks are really janky, because like Emporio, I'm gonna put Emporio and Nami in here. Like they're both fine. Like Nami is like both most of these decks you have like these weird conditions. Crocodile is like the only like regular blue deck, and like the fact that it just has like you don't have to have like an archetype built around it, because Emporio you have to, Nami you kind of have to, and Dofi you have to, right? And and that's just kind of weird. And so because of that, blue also doesn't have like a lot of generically good cards. A lot of the cards in blue are kind of like archetype based, which are kind of hard to mix and match sometimes, though. We did see, I did do a tournament, earlier this week too, and Crocodile went 5-1, and it was running like a really cool Impel Down package. So I think that's cool. I'll put it up here. I'll put Croc at like the bottom. Who'll put it be at the bottom there? I think Dofi's better. I think Dofi's better than Kinemon. We'll see from there. All right, so people are saying Dofi. All right, easy money there. All right. Magellan. I'm gonna put him in highly play. He's probably like the end of highly playable. He does have like some good disruption. I do think he's good, but I don't know from there. Lucci's definitely in this tier. I think Smoker's like the top end of highly playable. But Lucci, I think I did a quick look. I think Lucci has topped at least half of the events of this meta, more or less. I do like the flexibility for it. It is very tempo based. It is also unfortunately really skewed on having to go second, but I think that's fine. Let's see. Can us viewers look forward to an OP04 tier list if you described it? You are right, and I promise that wasn't a bit. Tara, thank you for committing to it, but like I will definitely do an OP04. The only reason I don't have a tier list is because I haven't played the format, and if I was to make one, it'd just be like looking at other people's tier lists and making my own. So we'll have one in the next couple weeks. We're doing a lot of testing here, literally on Twitch is where I'm at right now. So on Twitch, we will be doing a bunch of the testing for OP04. So if you guys are interested in that, make sure to jump to the link, hit that follow button, you get notifications, and we'll do deck lists and everything else on there. So honestly, like a tier list for OP04 is probably going to be in the next couple weeks too. So all right, but these are all the leaders that are in the game. Any changes from here? I think this is still honestly like these two are here, and then probably Law, and then maybe Katakuri and Yamato. So we have that. I'm really looking forward to trying the multicolored Dofi in next set. So that's probably like the next Tuesday, August 22nd is when we're going to do probably our first testing stream with the multicolored Dofi one too. So what else are we thinking? I think this is pretty accurate. Luffy's like again, it's really weird to decide where we put him, because like you could be playing Zoro, so like people don't play, but Luffy's just by himself is very good because it's red. Maybe this. Maybe this. Yeah, this looks good here. Nami's gone like the occasional top. I think Nami's better than Emporio. I think Smoker's better than Ace. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Yeah, I don't know. Smoker's in a weird spot. He's probably like the best generic black leader, because Rob Lucci kind of has to run his own package and stuff. But no. All right, going through it. Zoro, Newgate, Law. All right, crazy, groundbreaking. We have in the competitive, we have Luffy, we have Yamato and Katakuri. I'm going to be saying that Yamato is better than Katakuri. We'll see in the next couple weeks if that's right or wrong. But I think they're moderately comparable in a lot of ways. I think that Katakuri has a higher ceiling, but Yamato is just better on average. Like it's just a little bit more consistent, and I think Yamato has a better matchup against red. Don't quote me on that 100%, but that's just with my own testing. I do like what the deck does a lot of the time. Kid is just flexible. It's a very strong leader. The leader effect by itself is very good. Lucci, I think, is right here. And Navy, yeah, like Lucci versus Smoker. This is a personal choice. I like both leaders. Smoker could maybe jump up, but I'm going to leave him here. Dofi, at least in North America, has been doing moderately well. He's been topping pretty consistently, and I think it's been better. I think, again, Blue in general did get a lot of like better with the new restriction list, so I think that's there as well. Lin is right here. I think it's like it's worse than these two. As much as I love this leader, I really like this leader because it's more like on a defensive side and it's not as aggressive, but you get to do some like cool setting up your life, which I really like. Kinemon here as well. He did better than I thought. Where did I put Kinemon in the original one? I think I put him. Yeah, I was wrong. He's fine. He's fine up here. We've gotten some occasional tops with him. Maybe putting him here is like a little bit high, but I think putting him in highly playable is a little low. So keep him there. Crocodile, you can definitely play with this card, and I think people have been finding some builds that have been working with it, so that's very nice. These three leaders here, Smoker, Ace, and Kuro, I think you could bump up if you really want to, but I'm going to leave him here just for balance side. Nami definitely deserves to be in highly playable. These three are just more of my favorites. Arlong, should I? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. It's my list. Dang it. So, and Garp, you did it. I like these leaders a lot. I do a lot of testing with them, even though they're janky. So we're gonna bump them up. And then the rest of these, I don't think I've seen in any topping. Like Kaido did go 5-1 in my event, so maybe this is like a little rude to him, but I still don't see it. I still don't think Kaido is all that good right now, unfortunately. So that is my tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, there's going to be a lot more of OP03 and OP04 content. We do have a whole month left of tournament, so we'll get to see how right or wrong with this tier list is, with all the restriction list changes and the new star decks, so that should be really interesting. And then also make sure to be on my Twitch. We're going to do a lot of content for OP04 and OP05 and OP06 and whatever until the end. So that's going to be it for me. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys in chat who are there right now and for behaving and adding some input too. So that is going to be it. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.